was speaking to like the narcissism on the planet, people who are like septic for demons. They did something a long time ago that made their bodies septic to it's like anything can come in, any kind of chaotic spirit can come in, and it's got an intelligence of its own. Satan is the god of confusion. It's to scramble, to confuse. They want to scramble, they want to like change or do whatever, or interrupt or whatever. It's like this realm is like not sustainable anymore for them. Not saying we wish harm on anybody, but it's very evident to me that there's a huge problem in the world where there are people who are just septic. They're septic people that just are open to whatever. They'll just be agents of whatever chaos. You know, this is very much like Crowley magic. Like they're just agents of chaos and confusion. And it just seems like there is no way we can coexist. We're like oil and water. So, I mean, it's like you don't really pay attention to them as it is. And this is my advice, is just like don't make them real, right? Just like the narcissist wants to constantly like siphon your energy, wants like a piece of you, a piece of you, a piece of you, wants to create conflict, but they'll say that you're the one creating conflict when all you're doing is just saying the absolute truth. You know, there is power in just standing in the truth. So when someone wants to challenge you, it's like, well, yeah, 100%. Like, I said what I said and I meant what I said. And I'm not mad about it. We don't have the capacity for hate. But it's very annoying that we still have to operate in this world. Like, we're in a realm where these people still exist. And it's like actually annoying that they're still here. And I'm not going to do anything about it other than just say what I'm saying now and no longer acknowledge their existence. Like, they only just do the same programmed, predictable behavior that narcissists do. So you can engage to a certain degree, but it's like also like not going to bring me to some level that's like me against you, because in reality, it's like I said what I said, I meant what I said. These people are just, they are a danger to society. Like, they're a danger to this realm. Just their alchemical presence in this world is disrupting creativity, true creativity for God and God's people. So all we can do is just get away from them. That's what the most intelligent people do, is they just like get away from them, get away from them, get away from them. But unfortunately, they try to gobble up the younger generation because they don't know better yet, right? They haven't learned. So I don't know how much longer this is going to go on for, but it's evident to me that it goes beyond just some kind of petty back and forth. Like with the whole thing with like James Casbolt, people want to bring up Haley Meyer and Sarah Adams. And I'm like, honestly, like his rebirth and like his new story, there has nothing to do with these women. There's no place in his new story to ever connect him with them. It's like he's got a whole other thing going. He's got a whole other story beginning. That was not the end of him. This is now just the beginning. So I'm just like not interested in even connecting James Casbolt with his former terrorists, basically. There's no reason. It's becoming petty and it's becoming like a spell. And it's evident to me that like I don't know what's going to happen. Like, you don't know exactly what God's going to do, but it's like we can't exist in the same realm. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm going to let God take care of it. But it's true. This world, the creative ability of this world is constantly curb stomped by people who take advantage of the up and coming. But the up and coming are becoming very in tune, very smart. And the money can go out the window. Randy Kramer did a presentation on this. Like, money can change in one day. Like, the internet can go bye-bye forever. Like, in one day. And the entire economy shifts. And the economy of the future, this is my words, not his, the economy of the future is going to be who you are and what you do based on who you are. Because these people have this egomania about who they are, and they have some false sustainability with some old stream of money. It's the old guard, it's all the old ways of doing things. They're sustaining themselves on an old guard, an old way of doing things, just being handed things, just signing contracts with blood, giving oaths to Satan, just signing themselves over, and then they just forfeit, and now they're completely septic to whatever controls them. At some point, that whole system and structure will just be on its own. But I mean, if it doesn't implode, it's just going to be on its own. It's just going to be like their own people in their own echo chambers, because no one wants to mess with them anymore. Like, no one even wants to make them real. Like, there's no reason for it. There's nothing to say, right? There's nothing interesting about you. There's nothing interesting about your story. There's nothing interesting about your petty claims. Everyone knows you're a liar because the lies have gotten so incredibly rich that it's like lies have a frequency. The lie isn't a frequency. There's a frequency of lies, and people can recognize a frequency of lies. So you can word salad your way to your grave, living on your fortune that is not sustainable. At some point, it's all going to shift. It's all going to end. And, you know, the karmic debt of like being in this world and having to like live with these people at some point is going to be restored. There's going to be a separation. It has to happen, because it might just implode naturally. Like, naturally, no one wants to mess with you anymore. No one wants to listen to your BS. The frequency of lies, like, people call it out, and then people are like, oh, why did you call it out? It's like, I'm just telling the truth. And then you don't react. You're like, I'm just saying the truth. I'm just going to like reinstate what I know is true. No reason to get all emotional and react. It's just, it is what it is. The truth has a frequency also. And that largely dominates the frequency of the lie. So you just go back about your business and you forget. Like, I will not make you real. I'm not going to make you real. I'm not going to continue to make you real by paying attention to you, by paying attention to your old story, by thinking that your money has any kind of sustainability. It doesn't. It will probably just happen naturally. Oh, check your comments. Hey, doing great. Thanks, Super Scrotum. Yeah, it was a great trip. Really, really great. Wonderful. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Daniel deleted everything on his channel yesterday. Figured I don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. Hey, well, you know, I hope you start making new stuff. Rebirth. Make new stuff. Reinvent. Make new stuff. Start fresh. Create a new story. Because the old story is like, no one's going to remember it. No one's going to remember these people. They're not memorable. They're not fascinating. They're not memorable. Satan is the Lord of confusion. This is why when they talk, you're like, it's like scrambling your brain. You're like, it makes no sense. This is when I get up and leave a presentation, is when it gets too weird to where I and my ego start to judge them. As soon as I start to like judge somebody, I say, I got to stop. I just got to get up and leave. I got to get up and leave. Because I don't want to go into that low frequency. If something is so not resonant and you're like, oh my God, and then you start judging, that's when I got to get up and leave, because I'm like, I don't want to do that. Also, don't want to make them real anymore. Also, the truth will prevail if they're truly onto something, and we're just, because a lot of people present with their egomania in their septic demonic ways, and that chaotic demon that is just trying to scramble everyone's brains, that they'll just like keep on going. And then people will be like, oh, they're just so far advanced. Perhaps they're not. Perhaps they're just scrambling and confusing Satan, the Lord of confusion. Perhaps you just got to get up and walk away before you start judging, because that's not a good place to come from either. And then when someone calls them out, I appreciate it. Like, we need to exist also, you know? Disruptors need to exist also. You can't be such a snowflake. If you can't, like, handle criticism, you can't be such a snowflake with your high society, high profile, whatever following you've got. If you can't be criticized and handle it and be such a snowflake, then you're probably standing on a castle of sand, maybe, perhaps. And then people want to call the disruptor the bad guy. Let us exist also. Let us exist. We're not mean. We're not hateful. We'll disrupt, but we're not going to get all like emotional and crazy about it. We're just going to disrupt. That's what we do. We're disruptors. The disruptors need to exist also because we possess a gift that was bestowed upon us, that was handed to us in maturity, in responsibility to facilitate God's will. That's a huge part of the story. They're only half of what makes the story whole. These disruptors will come to fine-tune the vibration. Is it real? Is it fake? People create their own beds. Whoa, was that person like crazy for calling them out? Or, hey, was there some validity in that? You know, like, was there something like true to that? I don't appreciate it. Randy Kramer called someone out. He was like hosting a panel and he called a chick a liar. He went off and he called a chick a liar. And everyone's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, dude, what is wrong with that? Let us exist also. We need to exist also. The disruptors need to exist also. We're not bad people, but we need to exist also because the truth will always survive. If that chick was truly a liar, she'll crumble under the pressure. So let her crumble and let the disruptors exist. I need to exist also. We need to exist also. So thanks for letting us exist, you know? And like truly, like people are grateful. Like the tide have shifted. I think more people are grateful for the disruptors than they are just happy in they're not happy. Like people are no longer happy in some kind of like blind confusion. They're not happy in that. They actually want the truth. That's why they go to these things. It's because they want the truth. And the truth is a power that has to sustain any kind of criticism. It should overcome any kind of criticism. And if it doesn't, it falls away. People are more appreciative of that. And even if they don't appreciate it right away, they might sleep on it and they're going to appreciate it the next day after they sleep on it and think about it. Yeah, start a new story, dude. We're here now. All right, check you later. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for all your awesome comments.